The structure of the British Army is broadly similar to that of the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force, with a single command based at Andover known as Army Headquarters. As the top-level budget holder, this organization is responsible for providing forces at operational readiness for employment by the Permanent Joint Headquarters. The command structure is hierarchical, with divisions and brigades controlling groupings of units from an administrative perspective. Major units are regiment or battalion-sized, with minor units being either company-sized subunits or platoons. All units within the service are either regular or Army Reserve, or a combination with subunits of each type. Naming conventions of units differ for traditional British historical reasons, creating a significant opportunity for confusion. An infantry battalion is equivalent to a cavalry regiment. An infantry regiment is an administrative and ceremonial organization only and may include several battalions. For operational tasks, a battle group will be formed around a combat unit, supported by units or subunits from other areas. Such an example would be a squadron of tanks attached to an armored infantry battle group, together with a reconnaissance troop, artillery battery and engineering support. Since the 1957 Defence Review, the structure of the Army has consistently shrunk. A comparison of the list of British Army regiments. The list of British Army regiments and the list of British Army regiments will show the steep decline in the number of infantry and armoured regiments. Since 1990, reductions have been almost constant, through succeeding defence reviews. Options for change. Frontline first. The Strategic Defence Review of 1998, Delivering Security in a Changing World, and the Strategic Defence and Security Review of 2010, Army Headquarters. Through a major army reorganisation effective 1 November 2011, the Chief of the General Staff took direct command of the Army through a new structure, based at Andover and known as Army Headquarters. Reporting to the Chief of the General Staff are the Commander Land Forces, the Adjutant General and the Commander Force Development and Capability. The Commander Land Forces is responsible for generating and preparing forces for current and contingency operations. The Adjutant General is responsible for developing the Army's personnel policies and supporting its people, and the Commander Force Development and Training is responsible for recruiting and training the Army, and developing its capability, sustainability and doctrine. The Commander Land Forces commands 1st Division, 3rd Division and theatre troops. He also commands the garrisons in the mainland UK through HQ Support Command based in Aldershot and British Forces Germany. The Chief of the General Staff is the Standing Joint Commander, responsible for overall command of military aid to civil power within mainland United Kingdom. Formations. Commands. A command is a military formation that handles a specific task or region, and can direct forces as large as multiple corps or as little as a few battalions. Previously, the Army had regional commands in the UK, including Aldershot Command, Eastern Command, Northern Command, Scottish Command, Southern Command and Western Command. In addition, there were functional commands, such as Anti-Aircraft Command, and overseas commands, such as Middle East Command. Gradually, these were consolidated into a Land Command in the UK, Headquarters UK Land Forces, and a Land Command in Germany, British Army of the Rhine. Eventually, both were merged into Land Command. From 1995, UK commands and later districts were replaced by regenerative divisions. 2nd Division, 4th Division, 5th Division and London District acted as regional commands within the UK, reporting to Commander Regional Forces. Scotland District was absorbed by 2nd Division in 2000. The divisions were responsible for training subordinate formations and units under their command for operations in the UK, such as military aid to the civil community, as well as training units for overseas deployments. 2nd, 4th and 5th Divisions were replaced by Support Command on 1 November 2011. London District includes many units with significant ceremonial roles. The Queen's Guard at Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle is primarily mounted by the 2 Foot Guards battalions and 1 Line Infantry battalion, together with the Foot Guards incremental companies. Nijmegen Company, Grenadier Guards, No. 7 Company, Coldstream Guards, and F Company, Scots Guards. The Guard at Horse Guards is normally drawn from the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment. The Honourable Artillery Company carries out public duties in the City of London. The HAC and the King's Troop, Royal Horse Artillery provide gun salutes in London. Under the General Officer commanding Scotland, public duties in Edinburgh are the responsibility of a new incremental company, Balaclava Company. 5th Battalion, the Royal Regiment of Scotland, formed after the reduction of the Argylls from battalion status. Corps. A corps, in the sense of a field fighting formation, is a formation of 2 or more divisions, potentially 50,000 personnel or more. While the British Army has no standing corps headquarters, forces are allocated through a number of multinational arrangements to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and European commitments, providing much of the headquarters capability and framework for the multinational Allied Rapid Reaction Corps. The last purely British corps, First Corps, disbanded in Germany after the end of the Cold War. The word corps is also used for administrative groupings by common function, such as the Royal Armoured Corps and Army Air Corps. Various combat support arms and services are referred to in the wider sense as a corps, such as the Royal Corps of Signals. Divisions. A division is a formation of 3 or 4 brigades, around 20,000 personnel, commanded by a major general. The British Army has 2 deployable divisions, capable of deploying the headquarters and subordinate formations immediately to operations. 1st Division. 3rd Division. London District is responsible for the maintenance of capability for the defence of the capital and the provision of ceremonial units and garrisons for the Crown Estate in London, such as the Tower of London. Several infantry regiments are organised into 5 administrative divisions based on the type of infantry unit or traditional recruiting areas. Guards Division, King's Division, Prince of Wales's Division, Queen's Division, Scottish Division. Brigades. A brigade contains 3 or 4 battalion-sized units, around 5,000 personnel, and is commanded by a 1-star officer, a brigadier. The brigade will contain a wide range of military disciplines, allowing the conduct of a spectrum of military tasks. The brigade would be required to deploy up to 3 separate battle groups, the primary tactical formation employed in British doctrine. The battle group is a mixed formation built around the core of one unit, an armoured regiment or infantry battalion, with sub-units providing artillery, engineers, logistics, aviation, etc., as required. Combat formations include 4th Infantry Brigade, 7th Infantry Brigade, 11th Infantry Brigade, 38th Infantry Brigade, 42nd Infantry Brigade, 51st Infantry Brigade, 160th Infantry Brigade, 1st Armoured Infantry Brigade, 12th Armoured Infantry Brigade, 20th Armoured Infantry Brigade, 16 Air Assault Brigade. There are also several non-combat focused service support units of brigade size. Order of precedence. The British Army parades according to the order of precedence, from right to left, with the unit at the extreme right being highest on the order. The Household Cavalry has the highest precedence, unless the Royal Horse Artillery parades with its guns.